Thank you so much for joining me again. My first video cut short. You may have noticed that it seemed like a dead end where I stopped. I do want to confirm that my camera did die, and I am new to this. So I appreciate your patience and coming back to check out basically part two. I did quit my six-figure job, and I am committed and dedicating myself to real estate full time. I want to recap the video that I last posted in regards to the buckets that I put my real estate into, and the bucket that I want you to get to. So as you can see here, I have flipping, I have a real estate agent, I have builder slash construction, and then I have investor. I really want you guys to get to that investor box. Right, that is where the true wealth is built. How do we get there? Right, we all need income. 12 years ago, I started in hotels. Had every intention of sticking with it. But during the course of my journey, as many of you have experienced, we all hit the burnout. Right, you're committing yourself to climbing the corporate ladder. You're getting to the next position, to the next role, the next responsibility. And you get there and you do not feel as though you own your own time. You are owned by the company you work for. It's a difficult situation to be in, which is why I quit my job and I am committing to real estate full time. I've seen the benefits of it. I've reaped the benefits of it, and I am in a unique opportunity to share my experiences with you. So as we run through these four buckets, today I just want to go over high level what each of those has done for me. Flipping. Flipping has offered the opportunity for me to learn about speaking and negotiating to buyers of all types. I've bought pre-foreclosures. I've bought foreclosures. I have bought properties off market. I have bought seller finance deals. I have done almost every type of financing there is. Creative financing with sub 2, right? Bridge loans and those types of things. So with the category of flipping, there's so much to learn when it comes to the financing part, but also the construction part, understanding how to manage GCs or general contractors, managing the project start to finish, managing the financing. There's a lot that goes into it, and a lot of times we lose track of where we're at if we're distracted. I don't want to say distracted. If we have a day job or a W-2 job that keeps us busy. So I want to dive in and just quickly say the benefit of flipping is, you guessed it, making income. And I always use that income to roll into real estate investor bucket. So if we move from flipper to investor, that's where you want to be. All right. The second bucket is construction. So concrete business, a building business, if you have a trade business of some type, those are very, very good opportunities to also make more money as a side hustle or as a business, right? But the biggest key to that is forcing yourself to treat it like a business and not a job, growing it as a business, and make sure it's sustainable long term for you and your family, right? Have someone else who can manage the day-to-day operations, the finances of it. In the beginning, it's going to be tough, right? It's always hard. I could not get my company to that position where I could step back, and unfortunately, I had to split from the company. But that is a great opportunity to make additional income. Again, take that money, roll it into the investor bucket. That is your number one opportunity to get way ahead of your peers, out of your W-2 job, out of your day job, and pursue whatever you want, right? When you have time freedom, that's what we all seek. That gets you there, right? Flipping, right? Commercial, or excuse me, not commercial, or what could be commercial, but contractor business of some type. And the third bucket or third quadrant here is real estate agent, right? And again, taking those proceeds, right, from being a real estate agent, taking the commissions, and converting it into the investor bucket, right? That is where the true growth happens, right? The only reason I even pursued these other three was because I wanted to get to the investor bucket. All right. And so once I got to the investor bucket, I was able to maintain an income that then got me to time freedom. I don't make a bunch of money, right? But my rentals do pay me just enough cash flow so that I could quit my W-2 job. Do I make what I made? No, absolutely not. But now I have the time freedom to choose how I spend my time. I can make these videos. I have creative outlets that I can pursue. I can pursue being a real estate agent. I can pursue being a flipper. I can pursue being a contractor, whichever is going to fulfill me the most. All right. So again, choose your buckets wisely. There's so many other buckets out there, but these are my three that got me to the investor bucket, and that's where I want you to get to.